If I'm going to be recommending only one anime, then it best be the greatest anime of all time. Problem is, there's two greatest anime of all time because the anime community is split in two. On one half, there's the casual anime fan, and on the other, the seasoned anime fan. Casual fans make up the majority of the anime community. That's why you can't have just one greatest anime of all time, because a majority of the anime community will disagree with you. Their pick might not be the very best anime, but it does have to be a serious part of the conversation. So how does the anime community decide what anime is the greatest? Well, it all comes down to two things. Thing number one, it needs to have had significant impact on the greatest number of people, meaning an obscure anime no one has ever heard of can't be at the top, even if it is better than the anime at the top. Thing number two, the greatest anime of all time needs to be the best told story of all time. Not necessarily the best story, but rather the best told story. So keeping this criteria in mind, what anime should the casual half of the anime community regard as the greatest anime of all time? Well, that can be anything but Attack on Titan, and that's the anime I'd recommend if I could only recommend one anime. Attack on Titan is special. It has a total of 6 seasons, not 4, and each and every one of them is brilliant. Besides Monogatari series, I can't think of any other anime that's demonstrated this level of perfection. If the greatest anime of all time for seasoned fans didn't exist, then Attack on Titan would most definitely be the #1 anime in the world for just about everybody. So what anime does the seasoned fan think is far greater than Attack on Titan? Well, that can't be anything but Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Now, Legend of the Galactic Heroes is a 110 episode anime from 1988, and it's pure perfection. It's about two genius military strategists going against each other in a galactic war between two empires. There never has been, or ever will be, an anime like this ever again. As perfect as Attack on Titan is, something is going to come around to surpass it. But with Legend of the Galactic Heroes, this kind of world only comes around once. Its level of realism, complexity, and pace can't be redone because anime has strayed so far away from this type of storytelling. And the reason anime has strayed so far is because the industry primarily produces anime for the casual fan, because again, they make up most of the community. I went deeper into all this in my last video, so watch it if you want a better understanding of the current anime era. For this video, I thought I should make a list of anime that I could recommend if I could only recommend one anime besides the greatest anime of all time. Devilman Crybaby is about a kid who merges with the devil and becomes a devil man. It's a typical premise for an anime, but this show looks and feels different from most anime, and that's why I'm into it. Fumetsu no Anate is about an alien shape-shifting entity that's sent to the planet Earth as an orb. There's a lot of weight to this anime because of its phenomenal story and characters. You've got to watch it. Rurouni Kenshin is the first anime I've ever watched. It's about the greatest samurai in Japan vowing to never kill again. It's one of the best anime from the 90s. In fact, if someone were to say to me that this is the best 90s anime, I wouldn't argue with them. Showa Genroku is about a convicted yakuza getting out of prison with his passion for performing traditional Japanese storytelling. He somehow manages to get an apprenticeship from one of the greatest Japanese storytellers, and from there, one of the finest anime depictions of love and tragedy unfolds. Frieren is about a 1,000-year-old elf who embarks on this journey to the afterlife so she can tell her friend how he made her feel. Now, would I call Frieren a masterpiece? I probably wouldn't, but I do think that Frieren is one of the best anime of the current era. Of course, I'd recommend Hunter x Hunter. It's about Gon, a kid who wants to become a hunter so he can find his father. Now, hunters are essentially superhumans with a license to verify it. I wouldn't say Hunter x Hunter is a masterpiece either, but what it is pretty good. Mushishi is about Ginkgo, a man that travels around Japan curing people from this invisible parasitic life form called Mushi. Like Legend of the Galactic Heroes, this type of show just isn't made anymore, but I'd recommend it to anyone. Mob Psycho is about Mob, the most powerful esper in the world. There's an underlying theme to this anime about what it means to be special, and it makes for such remarkable, heartfelt storytelling. It's a great show. I'm guessing you didn't see me recommending Licorice Recoil, yet here we are. It's about a secret organization of agents that pacify criminal elements in Japan so as to maintain this facade of safety and security. What made me absolutely fall in love with Licorice Recoil was how it seemed like a basic anime, but then revealed itself to be this extremely profound story with beautifully written, morally great characters. I love this show a heck of a lot. Before watching Hokuto no Ken, I thought it was gonna be an okay experience, but it turned out to be one of the greatest anime I've ever watched. It's about Kenshiro, the successor of humanity's deadliest martial art, Hokuto Shinken. On the surface, it might seem like a shallow fighting anime, but it's anything but that. Okay, that wraps up my list. If you're looking for more anime recommendations, here's a video that has some of my favorite anime of all time.